Hey peeps, you will see that I accidentally forgot to hit record correctly for the beginning of this video. In just a few minutes, you'll see me finding the seam ripper to open the box for the Terra Oracle deck. I am so sorry that I missed the first intro because we were having a long discussion about some beautiful, gorgeous things with the guidebook itself as well for the Terra Oracle. But I just want to begin this video now, re-recording the intro, just expressing my gratitude to the Patreon peeps who are supporting the channel. I just purchased a new ring light and a new setup this way that hopefully reduces sound reduction as well as just improves quality for visual. And so I'm very grateful to each and every one of you who are supporting that channel at that level as you are able to. It means a great deal to me and to everyone in the community who's viewing the videos. Let's see. What else what had I originally said? So both of these decks were sent to me by a viewer and client as well as a part of our community. I want to take a moment and thank her especially. She had asked me what decks I was currently looking to purchase as she wanted to send me a few. And these two were top of my list, and they're indie decks, so they are investment decks. And I'm very grateful to her for these beautiful, beautiful gifts. The decks that I am unboxing in this video are the Terra Oracle as well as the second edition of the Dream Vision Tarot. The links to purchase both of those are in the description box below. Incidentally, I also discussed at the beginning of the video that was not recorded, that I am going to be reposting and creating as an offering again the Guarded by the Familiar package on the Etsy shop. I will put the link to that in the description box below as well. Now, I also believe, but I'm not 100% sure, that my original discussion around the guidebook for the Terra Oracle did not get broken down because it wasn't recording. So I just want to take a moment and just let you know about this guidebook. So again, Terra Oracle is an indie deck. It is a 100 card spirit animal oracle deck. It says Terra is a project by Louisville creatives Lucas Keown and Lindsay Cummins. The Terra Oracle deck consists of 100 cards that help you hone your instincts, reflect on yourself, and uncover truths about who you are. So I do believe that there is an option to purchase just the deck with the small little white book, which I believe also didn't make it onto the recording. This is the little white book. Was a beautifully folded piece of paper there, and that also came with a sticker, which I discussed putting on my current journal, which is this lovely lady here. So the guidebook itself, I just want to make sure I cover this. So I'm just going to go over it really quickly. The guidebook itself has a lovely, just brief little forward, a description and a breakdown of the elemental associations, and then a discussion on the ecosystem, which is discussed within each of the guidebook meanings. There are a few pages of spreads. And let's see, I'm going to show you. Then here we see the card representation, and we have 4 paragraphs of information. The ecosystem is included last for each animal. This discusses the surrounding environment and other animals that affect the card that you've drawn, the spirit animal that you've drawn, which is really freaking cool. And there's also a quotation at the bottom of each card. So you get a lot of information there. And the guidebook is really cool. We do a poll in just a few minutes, and we kind of go over a little bit more with the guidebook, but I just wanted to make sure I shared that. It's a velour matte. It's really lush and lovely. And this lima bean green, while I'm not a green girl, if I am going to go green, I love this tone. And so it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm obsessed. So this video is the unboxing for the Terra Oracle and the Dream Visions Tarot 2nd edition, which was sent to me again by a wonderful viewer and client as well as community member. So without further ado, let's get into the unboxing. Found it. Oh, well, okay. So, and this is also sent to me from a viewer, so thank you so much. Okay, so let's... Oh, it's got that like matte velour feel on the box. All the yeses. You guys know I love that. So this is what the box looks like. And then there's that. oh, I like it. And it's not wrapped, the cards themselves are not wrapped in plastic. Oh, yes. So it's linen cardstock, which you know what, guys? I bitched about for years, and I kind of like linen cardstock now. Okay, look at this backing. It's like a topographical map, right? And wait till you see this. Okay, it's not really showing up on camera too much, but there's like this faint, the topographical lines continue this way. I don't know if you can, it looks almost like it's a mistake on camera, but in person it's a little more detailed, and I actually really like that. So it's not like a gilded edging. It's like but it's its own print. So I don't know if that's really coming through, but okay, let's move this out of the way. So it's pretty much the same size as traditional Rider-Waite-Smith. It is linen cardstock. It's going to be a little bit slippery, which I don't always love, but it feels real good on the hands. Oh yeah, it feels real good on the hands. Okay. So there's a keyword, strain, the animal representation, and then the title of the animal itself. So what I love about that is that really you should absolutely use the guidebook. Please don't think I'm saying that guidebook doesn't matter. But in readings, you can really tap in intuitively to this energy. And it feels a lot like the Sandra Kuhn's Messenger Oracle, which you guys know I love that Oracle deck. I actually want to do another workshop with that deck. It's been in the back of my mind recently. But I like how simplistic these drawings are. And I like that there's so much white space as well, because it just feels very like restful and calming. Oh my God. This is my baby. We were so lucky yesterday, my son and I, when we get out of school, we went to go grocery shopping. And there's like this road where you have to go by the dump, and the town dump. And that's what we call them stateside. And there's like an outbuilding that faces the road here. And there must have been 10 turkey vultures, and turkey vultures is one of my totems, on the top of that roof, just sitting there. And there is something so magical about vultures when they're not in flight. And I had a whole conversation with Vincent about this, because it's so, there is just something so magical about vultures when they are seated like this. They are so majestic. So I'm really stoked that vulture is in here, because I wouldn't want the deck if it wasn't. Yeah. But what I really like about the toad greed. Look at how cute he is, guys. What I really like about this deck is that it's a little more my vibe than Spirit Animals Oracle, even though Colette's deck, I've talked about it on the channel, like there's Tasmanian Devil. There are these times when that deck is so spot on, and I'm like so grateful for it, but it just is a little too much for me on the daily, whereas this deck could very easily be up with my my regular reading decks and just be like comfortable and peaceful and out on the altar without the like a backing that just assaults my eyes sometimes that I don't want to see. Oh, look at the silk moth conviction, guys. So if you appreciate the essence of the Spirit Animals Oracle, but it's a little too like colorful and photo manipulation for you, then you might really like this Terra Oracle. I'm super excited to, oh, I love shrews. Excess shrew. Well, we're definitely having this vibe this month on the channel, because it's like all the deck unboxings. Yeah. So I am really excited. I'm not going to show you every card in the deck, because I do want to unbox the other deck in this video as well. Here's the Scorpion. Oh, guys, I really like this. I really like this deck. And I have like a very calm, peaceful feeling with this, in the same way that when I work with shamanic spirit animal energy, which I will do a video on that coming to the channel at some point here. When I work with that energy, there is such a peace within me to work with spirit animal energy And this deck has that feeling of peace, right? It has that feeling of peace. So let's see. Let's find a nice last one for us to look at. Guys, if you are even on the fence about this one, I would get it. I would get it. Oh my God, Vincent's going to love this. Pelican. The word there is limitation. If you're on the fence about this one, I would get it. And you know what? Ooh, look at this. Tribe, the pack. You know what I would say too is if you like Kim Cran's animals, spirit, what is that, Animal Oracle? You know which one I'm talking about because I got the mini version recently. This would actually play nicely with that deck. Like, can you imagine a spread with the two? That would be really cool. So, oh, look at the Orb Weaver. I don't know if you guys have seen one of these spiders in real life. At the other apartment where Vincent and I lived, which was such a magical place, on my porch, we used to have orb weavers in the summer in the eaves. And oh my God, I could just sit there and watch them in the evening and early in the morning. I could cry. It's so freaking beautiful. So the keyword for that one was imagination. Yeah, so I don't talk about it a great deal because, you know, there was a lot in the community around not working with spirit animal energy for a time, and it's so integral to my practice. It was so much of a part of my, here's the moire with surprise, of my, oh, Moose Independence, Maine likes this one, that I couldn't not continue to work with that energy, and I didn't want to have to defend myself. But I think we've shifted out of that space, and so I can really just be, ooh, look at this, spontaneity, King Cobra. I can really be, you know, comfortable speaking to it again. And oh, look at this, harmony, the high, guys, this is a special deck. Oh my God, if you are on the fence at all, this is a really, oh, you wouldn't know it to look at me, but I'm such a nature girl at heart. Look at the hermit crab. Okay, I'm not going to cry. This deck is making me cry. Okay, yeah, it's very special. Special, special deck. There's the hawk. Yep. There's the harpy. Guys, I have one card reversed. It's dragonfly too. Gratitude. Let's look that up really quickly together. Let's dish. Let's just unbox our deck together and enjoy it. All right, let's look it up. This deck is really special. If you're on the fence at all, get it. Get it. You won't regret it. I freaking cried on unboxing it. I have no words. I'm going to have a cup of tea and have a good cry with this one there's just something about spirit animal energy that is so non-judgmental and enveloping. And so yes, to go back to my original story, I will be doing some offerings on the channel about that, and I will post my Guarded by the Familiar. Okay, so is there a, this is so cool because within the ecosystem it tells you what is like, what exalts the spirit animal energy, the animal energy, and what is not, what they must be wary of. That's really cool. Okay, so I'm just seeing if we have, okay, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to go with, because the autopilot is the first paragraph, I'm going to read Breath of Fresh Air for us, which is the second paragraph on page 43, if you are following along with your guidebook. The quote is by Nietzsche. I always say that wrong, please forgive me. The essence of all beautiful art is gratitude. It says, breath of fresh air. When you can begin from a place of gratitude, you will be able to soar through the skies. A dragonfly's journey from water to air is symbolic of the ability to take your heart's emotions and communicate them thoughtfully to others. And while you may think expressing thanks does good for others, the transition to air is ultimately crucial for your well-being. A dragonfly that isn't able to fly isn't able to eat, as they only catch their prey while in flight. Know that takeoff isn't always smooth sailing, and it won't happen from merely uttering thanks. Your appreciation for who and what is in your life must begin from the heart. Wow. And then the first paragraph at the end, it says, The dragonfly doesn't just have 2 eyes, it has thousands of small eyes giving it superior sight. You need to develop your perception and hone in on the abundance you have in your life that deserves your appreciation. How can you capitalize on your privilege and make the most of what the universe has given you? Damn, this is a great guidebook. I am in love with this deck. I am. If you're on the fence, I would get it. It's very special. It's very unique. It freaking made me cry. Vincent is going to love that the great white shark is in here. Good job, guys. I'm getting a shark tattooed on me for my son. That's how much I love him. Flamingo Composure. Oh, look at the falcon. Oh my God. Okay, I want to go on to the next deck, but I also like can't stop. Manifestation, the crow. See, this is like... If the Poe Tarot had artwork like this Poe Tarot would be like one of my favorite decks already. Because I just really like this kind of pen and ink sketching. It's just beautiful. There's Caterpillar. There's the bull. Oh, they have blue whale. Blowfly. I'm not showing you everything, guys, but I do want to show you these last ones because bat, barn owl, albatross, and we'll stop there. So this one I cannot wait to clear and start working with. This is really special. To the creators of this deck, thank you for putting this deck out there in the world. To the wonderful viewer and client who gifted this to me, thank you so very, very much. I will be using this in myriad ways, and especially with Woodland Wardens in that Guarded by the Familiar offering. Okay, so now we have the Dream Vision Tarot. This is the 2nd edition, so I have been on the fence about this one for a while. The only thing that stopped me from purchasing it honestly was the price, and I needed to budget for it, and so that did stop me. Of course, then I lost Earthbound and shit hit the fan with the Pathfinder, and I had to rebuy Wooden Tarot and everything else, so I got even further off track. So the price point is not exorbitant. It's just like you, I have to budget and save for decks, especially indie decks. They're investment decks, and I'm more than happy to make the investment, but sometimes I have to, I have to save. I have to be smart, just like we all do. Let's have a sip of tea. Also, I am in such a chatty mood. This mug. Okay, so we all know my red Starbucks mug. The handle broke. One of my best friends was like, oh my God, I saw it on Etsy. Get on there and buy a new one. And I was able to get it for actually a really reasonable price. So I have a replacement for that. Well, while I was on there, I saw this Starbucks mug, which when I was 22, I bought this mug for a Valentine's Day date with my ex-husband. And it had either gotten broken or I lost it at some point in a move in my life. And I found this on Etsy for like 12 bucks. So I replaced both of my red mugs. I'm so happy. It's a happy day, guys. All right, let's take a sip. Okay, so this deck has very alien vibes to me. And another of my very best friends and dear sisters in tarot, she showed it to me maybe about 6 months ago now, and she was like, I think you'll really like it, keep it on your radar. And she's wonderful because she sends me links, and then I'm able to bookmark them, and once I have the money in my budget and once I feel the prompt, I go ahead and purchase them. So this has been on the list, and thank you to the wonderful viewer who purchased it for me and for us to unbox together. So this is the sticker that comes with it. This one I might save for my next journal because Beltane summer, well, I mean, I know May is not summer, but well, I don't know, guys, we still have a freaking foot of snow outside. So okay, this is just the receipt, but they did put a beautiful little thank you on that. That's why I love shopping small. So the box is not a velour matte, but it's a nice flat matte. Really beautiful kind of mandala print there, triple moon, and then that's the side. So you guys know I'm not really a rainbow girl. I know you're probably kind of intrigued, like, why did Racine want this one? When my very, very dear friend showed me this deck, I don't know how to describe it, but it was like, I felt like that deck feels like it's alien vibes from another realm coming through, like not Fae, a different realm. And I think I need to kind of harmonize a little bit with that at some point. So, you know, I don't have an expectation this is going to be a daily deck for me, but this is going to be much like the Vinder Tarot, where it's an essential part of my collection because the Vinder Tarot is so calming for me. The Hayworth Tarot is so truthful. And I think this will be another deck that it's a very specific tool in my collection. That's the inside of the box. And I don't use it all the time, but it's an important part of the collection. So here's the other thing though, because oh God, I love edging. I love decks with edging. And I really thought for a while that I especially liked gilded edging. See, Haunted Manor, I mean, that is my favorite, let's get real. But I actually kind of like the matte edging too. And this blue is chef's kiss. Okay. So the deck is created by Emma Zhang. And she, oh, okay, see, she's a certified remote spirit release therapy medium and tarot reader, as well as an artist. She found her calling in life to transmit divine vision and healing energy to others. This was created during her awakening process. See, it's like it's coming from a different place. So you get a nice little white book. I'd say if you're new to tarot, you're definitely going to want to work with this in conjunction with a intro to tarot book or series, etc. So you have about a paragraph of information. Nice. Even, and the minors and the core cards have a paragraph of information as well. So, all right. It's a lot of color for me, I'm not going to lie. But predominantly in blues, which, let's get real, I do love blues. I do. So I'm okay with that. So here is the backing. So yeah, this is not necessarily going to be my go-to. I like that there's no borders. Oh, I forgot to, I just like popped right into it, didn't I? Oh, cardstock is nice. It's like firm, but not too thick. Here's Ludi Lesket to compare. So it's like a little bit longer lengthwise, but similar width to Ludi Lesket, which is a low Scarabeo deck. Very, oh, now I remember why. Guys, look at this High Priestess. Yeah, see, this is a good creative writing deck for me because it pops me out of like my typical way of looking at tarot. Now you can see with this, you're getting really intense with the symbols. Here's another thing I actually like about this artwork. Okay, so it's got alien vibes, like I already said. But also, it's kind of like that 80s artwork, you know, that was like really popular. And it was like that airbrushed, like on the wall. It just reminds me of that. I like that Hierophant. Oh, I like the lovers. Yes. Oh, you know what this is going to be? Oh, there goes a raven. Oh, look at the chariot, guys. And you have the star, the astrological star systems represented here. That's beautiful. I actually really, oh, there's another raven. I really like that pink for the strength card. I mean, who doesn't love a loud and proud Leo? Oh my God, the Hermit. Yeah, okay. Guys. I love that Hanged Man. It's just like a different... This death card is amazeballs. Guys, look at that freaking death card. Temperance, yep. Yeah, see, these are like channelings. This is going to be a really fun one to work with. Look at the Tower. Oh, and it feels so good in the hands. And I actually kind of like this thinner widthwise feel. But I actually have large hands. I know it's hard to tell on camera. I'm almost 5'7", so I'm what would we say? Sturdy build muscular wise. So I have larger hands than most women, or a lot of women, and other individuals as well. But so I know a lot of you will say to me, like, I really struggle with shuffling. My hands are too small for these decks. I understand. I don't often have that issue unless like I'm working with the nameless one deck size. But I can say this thinner width-wise is nice for the hands. So if you do have smaller hands, I think you will enjoy, that's beautiful. I think you will enjoy shuffling this deck. Oh, look at that moon card. Oh my God. The sun. So sun, like that's so bright. That's so not Racine, but it's nice to have a deck that kind of goes against your typical bent every now and again, because it helps open up and activate different things for you. Oh, I love that ace. Yeah, it's like 80s art meets aliens, meets channeling, meets psychedelic trip. Like, I feel like you could get a little altered and really do some great readings with this deck, if that's your cup of tea. This deck is not a Prosecco deck, though. I'll tell you that much right now. It's like a gin drink. Yeah, it's gin. You need gin for this. Or like maybe a vodka martini, actually. Maybe it's not even gin. Maybe it's a vodka martini, guys. It's so fluid. It's like, it's air, but it's a fluid form of air. It's like galaxies. Yeah, it's like interdimensional galaxies. Oh, I like that, Queen. It's like interdimensional galaxies. Oh, I like this deck. This is going to be a fun one to work with. And I already know, especially in like relationship or interpersonal connection readings, this one's going to be a great option. That's beautiful. Oh, I like the 4. Oh my God, the 5 is gorgeous. Guys, look at how beautiful that 5 is. Oh, the 6 of Cups is sweet. Yeah, the cardstock is just really, really yummy. We're doing whispered voice now because this deck just like zens you out, man. Oh, the page is so cute. My little V-man. Yeah, this is adorable. And I don't mean, I'm not denigrating it by saying it's adorable. Like it's beautiful. I can't wait to clear this and work with it. This is kind of exciting. An unboxing where like both the decks I'm like really, really jazzed to work with. You know, of the two, if you're like Racine, I saw this unboxing, I want to purchase both, but could only purchase one. Obviously, you have to go what you're most drawn to from a visual perspective as a reader, and an energetic, like in a feeling perspective from an energy space. The Terra Oracle would win for me only from the perspective of that's like a home deck for me. But if you're on the fence about what is the name of this one again? Dream Vision. I don't want to call it Dream Vision. I want to call it Alien Tarot, but it's not. If you're on the fence about the Dream Vision Tarot, but you have the budget, I would say it's absolutely worth the investment. And I am, I like the 3. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. This is a cool deck, guys. They're both beautiful in their own right, and very lovingly, oh God, the 9 of Swords is glorious, and lovingly, consciously crafted. And like, look at that 9. Yeah, this one's going to be super fun to work with. Oh, look at the Queen, guys. I kind of like that lavender tone for the swords, and I wouldn't normally like associate the swords with this kind of lavender tone. But, oh my God, she like knocked it out of the park with the aces, dude. I'm sorry, Vincent's getting older, and everyone's dude and bro. Everything now, right now, is dude and bro. Dude, bro. Dude, bro. Yeah, this is going to be such a great, you know what too, though? You know, I'm starting by saying it would be a great deck for like relationship, interpersonal connections, interactions, family, energy, ancestral healing vibes. This would be a great deck for. But now that I'm looking at the Suit of Pentacles too, this would be a great deck to move into working with when you're looking to grow abundance, to grow and build career or business. Okay, so here's our Nine of Pentacles. It's sweet. It's not my favorite 9, but it's perfectly in keeping with the deck. And the Three of Swords the Three Swords freaking blew it out of the water, so. But this would actually be a great deck for abundance, fertility, increase in security, even from a spellcraft perspective. That's gorgeous. Oh my God, I love that Knight of Pentacles. I've come to love the Knight of Pentacles more and more over the years. Yeah, that knight is gorgeous. And then there's the king. So that's both decks, guys. Thank you so much to the viewer who purchased these and sent these to me. This is incredible. I love both of these decks. I can't wait to work with both of them. And I am going to do something spirit animal wise on the channel. Let me sit with what that might look like. Because, you know, I've got a few good spirit animal decks now. And I do want to speak about how to incorporate that in a way that honors tradition and lineage, but is also authentic for who we are now, because we're all interacting with animal energy and the sacred devas of these animals, as well as their own personal essences and beings in our practice. So I am going to be bringing something like that to the channel for sure. But yeah, if you're interested in purchasing, I'll make sure to put the links down below. Thank you so much to the viewer and client who sent these to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful. I'm so excited to work with these. And they're beautiful decks. Absolutely beautiful. I don't have a complaint. I don't have anything I'm not vibing with. Really, really special. Both really special, unique decks. So I hope you are all doing well out there in the world. I am sending you guys, as always, oceans of love. And you know I'll see you in the next video. Take care.